It's 11:24. Let's give you a heads up on some things trending in Southwest Florida. It's time to talk to our good buddy.
Yeah, Eric Raddatz, presentation editor of Florida Weekly. What is making the cover this week?
Well, Chad, this week's story seems like some kind of fiction from a James Patterson novel. And as you look at our cover, it's Florida spies over Cuban skies.
This is fascinating stuff, Eric.
Right.
You talked to some pilots that flew over Cuba.
Yeah, and so if you can imagine this story of them seeing nuclear weaponry and then our president negotiating to protect its citizens to deter World War III with destructive nuclear ramifications, it seems like it might be fiction or it could even be present day news, but it's not. This is a story that happened in 1962.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
During the Cuban Missile Crisis, and we have those who flew those spy planes who survived and who tell their story in this week's A1 section.
I bet that is a riveting tell.
It's something, it's like you're reading a book that's made up, but it's all happened.
And they live in our neck of the woods.
Within
here in
100
Southwest
miles
Florida.
of right here in
Those are some of
Florida.
the best stories. And you're also kind of taking on a controversial topic in your business section. The governor is asking for more gun control.
Asking for the feds for $1 million to go to more gun control help. And so what we have is and what you're looking at
We'll get
right
to
now
arts
is
and entertainment in a section. Let's show the business cover if we can.
And I'll talk a little bit about that. But essentially, he's asking $1 million for federal help with gun control, which would help those state clerks to move more quickly to enter information into MECOM. That's a state mental competency database to set up to deter arming people with known and documented mental illnesses. We asked the clerks what they thought. They agree the support is helpful, and they offer some suggestion of their own as to their budgets having been cut repeatedly in previous years. And there's always so many angles and stories when it comes to gun control. We're bringing this one, which is a very interesting read.
It goes without saying, funding for mental health issues so underfunded, not just at a local level, state, federal level. I mean, that's an area, when you think about the Parkland shooting and all these school shootings we consistently report on, it's an area that needs attention.
And it seems to be having greater consensus that way.
We just previewed it, the Nancy's, the arts and entertainment section. This is something that Nancy Stetson writes about every year.
Right, and so we take a look back at the season that just ended, the Nancy's, the irreverent, tongue-in-cheek, serious, and whimsical moments from our brilliantly weird writer, Nancy Stetson, who's at the hearts of the arts of the theater
And
all
she's
year
not
long.
offended by that.
No, she's great though. We love her. And then she finds little juicy things that have happened during the theater right here in Southwest Florida, from stars from the play of Debbie Does Dallas, what they're talking about backstage, to Harry Connick Jr. shaking his booty on stage. She dishes juicy moments that happened right here. And she remembers them all because she was there.
That's a good read.
Yeah.
Arts and entertainment, one of the many things going on. And what about top picks?
Well, if you're not sure what to do, always pick up Florida Weekly for top picks. This week we have quite a few things to do, from Kelly Pickler to children's Frozen Jr. the musical. Seussical, we have Space Con, so if you're into Space Con, dress up at the Lee Civic Center this weekend. Father's Day fun, jazz at the Barrel Room with legendary Dan Miller. Find out this and much more online, on stands, on your device, free. You don't have an excuse not to get out if you want to. You can stay in if you want, that's fine, but if you're, hey, there's nothing to do. No, there's plenty to do.
Plenty to do.
I would say that, the Father's Day fun thing is something that I think a lot of people might be interested in, because, I know what we want to do on Mother's Day, but it seems that Father's Day is a hard one to kind of just nail down what to do.
What do guys want? Downtime.
Downtime. Okay.
And a tie? No, tie?
No, downtime.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
downtime.
And a tie, sure.
Down tie? Maybe a down tie.
You know what I wanted? I asked my wife and my kids, they said, what do you want for Father's Day? So they let me pick out my gift this year.
Which was?
Pretty boring, but I really like shoes, and so I bought a new pair of dress shoes that I really wanted. How boring is that?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm about that boring too.
You could have gotten anything. Anything.
Well,
I got a planet
under a
named after
certain
me.
budget.
Right. Yeah, of course.
I love it when they say, what do you want? Go pick it out.
That's fantastic. Well, you have a loving family. So
Happy Father's Day
to
to
you, Chad.
We'll see you, Eric
Sounds
Raddatz.
good. Thank you, Chad. Thanks, Amanda.